Hello, my dearest INFJ entrepreneurs. Welcome back to another video, or if you're listening to this one on the podcast, welcome on the podcast. This week, we are going to talk about what it is versus what it looks like in when it comes to our businesses. Now, I'm sure I'm not the only one who gets very much in their head about how things look like. And yesterday I was having a conversation with an entrepreneur, and she was explaining how she really wants to send emails to her list, but she doesn't really know how to use these softwares, and it's quite technical for her. It's quite complicated. So I was asking her, and she was like, well, I find myself procrastinating, just putting this off, like I'm not sure what's going on. And so I was asking her about the following question. I was asking her like, hey, if you don't know how to use this complicated softwares to send emails, do you think you could use your Gmail account and send emails that way? And she was thinking like, I think I could. Yeah. I mean, if I really wanted to, I would have. Yeah, you would have, right? So what ended up happening is that she was like, oh my God, yeah, but then if I was to do that, that would make me look unprofessional. Like, I don't want people to think of my business as this unprofessional thing. And here is where we are at the moment. What I want you guys to understand is when it comes to businesses, what matters is what it is and not what it looks like, especially if you are starting in your business. So I'm going to repeat it again. What matters really is what it is, not what it looks like. Because many times when businesses look really good and they really invest in the professional looks, the logo, the website, they get lost in the details. They completely miss the fact that it should respond to an existing audience need, that it should help people solve a problem that they're having. And they are thinking just because something looks good, it's going to be high demand. And it's not at all the case. And it's not even about the professional looking email address. It's not even about the beautifully designed website. It's just that we get lost, or the beautiful Instagram feed. We get lost in details that we think matter on how we should look, like what makes us look good in business versus what really people need. And I feel like this entire INFJ entrepreneurs community and the website, and that is the best example I can give you guys. You know what our email address is? It's literally infjentrepreneurs@gmail.com. That's our email. I did not spend money on an email address. You guys want to know what our website is? It's literally the GoDaddy at infjentrepreneurs.com, because I was too lazy to start paying for a domain name to have like the infjentrepreneurs.com. And you know what, guys? That website gets us traffic every month. And you know what, guys? We don't have a fancy logo and we don't have fancy graphics. Do you think that stops people from showing up? Do you think that stops people from listening, to downloading the show, to joining the community, from subscribing to the channel? Do you think that matters? So it doesn't. It really doesn't. And I invite you guys to really think about, okay, what really matters. And I've seen this in so many different formats, in so many different ways, that when someone is just so plugged into helping and doing their thing, and I don't know what it is for you guys, it's your business, but if you're so plugged into doing your business and serving people or helping people, you're just in it. You're just in it. It's pouring out of you. You don't care how it looks like. You can't stop yourself. And it doesn't matter if you have a shitty website, a PayPal link, if you have dodgy landing page, I don't know. If people really need it, if people find it helpful, if people are interested in it, they'll come. They'll come and they'll work with you. They'll experience working with you, and they'll know like, okay, it doesn't matter how it looks like. Okay. So like I said, the quality of your work is always outweighing how it looks like. It's not about how it looks like. It's about what it is. And I think once you understand it truly, I mean, unless you are a web designer, guys, like if you're a web designer and your job is to design websites, by all means, have a nice website. Like, that's the only thing. Or if you're a graphic designer, have nice graphics by all means. But for the rest of us who are not on like tech savvy, who are not on like designing this and that, like just use fucking Canva, get it done, get it functioning so that people can find you and work with you. But your work doesn't stop there, because you need to connect with people. So when you find ways to connect with people, they'll find you. They'll come to you. And I have this lady that I went to her in-person event once, and all she has is a Gmail address. She doesn't have a website. She has a YouTube channel, and she has been sharing her Facebook videos. She doesn't have a website. She has one Gmail address. That's all she has. So if you want to buy something, you have to email into her. And if you don't miss out completely on your spots, because everything she ever puts out there is sold out, you might get a payment link or like a wire transfer information to pay your spot. That's all you get. Like, how complicated do you think her system is? It's not. Like, she has an accountant, maybe an assistant who helps her sort through the piles of emails she's receiving every day. But then it's easy for people to buy, and all her focus is around creating content, talking about what she does, and helping people in so many different ways. Again, for you, this might be completely different. But I think the principles are always very important. So it's not about how it looks like, it's about what it is. Okay? So I'm gonna let you go with this thought, and I want you guys to think about, like, where have I been overcomplicating things that don't really matter? Where have I been putting focus on making things look a certain way instead of really putting myself out there and getting real experience from people? How can I get that real experience instead of polishing something to make it look good, you know? So think about it. Thank you so much for being here and watching and listening to this one. Join our Facebook community if you haven't already. We'd love to see you in our virtual hangout. And until then, don't forget, courage over fear, progress over perfection. Thanks for being here. Bye, guys.